in the previous class, we were discussing about the creative process and innovations, right? In management. So we know creativity means the ability to develop the idea. Okay? The ability to develop new ideas. Creativity means, or creativity equates to ability to develop new ideas. And innovation means to use these ideas. Okay? So use these ideas uh, properly. See, that is innovation. So any creativity process will have four phases or four phases, and those phases are overlapping and interacting phases. Okay. One is, then we'll move to phase two, then to three, then to four. No, if all these four phases are overlapping, they will interact with one another. Right? So the four phases are the phase one planning. Okay. So it is a phase, it is a stage in which we go beyond our consciousness. That is we completely the problem. Okay. Which we have, we are completely immersed in that. So we'll reach a state mentally, we reach a state where we are beyond our consciousness. Okay. Somewhere, in some way, something eureka moment, right? Suddenly something clicks. That happens here. But the problem is, in real world, or rather the managers, working managers, they are always working under time constraints. So they don't have the luxury of this time. Okay? So they don't have actually the time to deal with this problem or completely get immersed into the problem. Okay? So they make their decisions prematurely. Okay? So rather than dealing with the thoroughly with the problem, what they will, because of time constraints, they will take the decisions prematurely. So unconscious scanning. So it's beyond consciousness. And consciousness means awareness. In Malayalam, we can say it as bodham. Okay? It's beyond that. So the next phase is intuition. The intuition connects unconscious with the conscious. Okay? We went beyond consciousness. We were in unconscious state. So the intuition, it will connect the conscious and unconscious. We can say this is sixth sense or something like in Malayalam, avabodham, antarbodham, like that. Antarjnanam. In many terms, it's basically something like sixth sense. Okay? So again, here also we need time. Okay? Time is required, and we need to integrate many ideas. Diverse concepts has to be integrated. And one of the ways to promote intuitive thinking is brainstorming. Okay, one technique. Brainstorming is a technique to develop intuitive thinking. So we will have new ideas. Then phase three, it means insight. Okay, insight means what is the result. Okay, what is the understanding? Okay, based on your hard work, what is your understanding? That is insight. Okay, ulkarisha. Right. And finally, we need a logical formulation verification. That is, we have an understanding. Okay, because of my intense thinking, my intense understanding of the problem, I have an understanding of the solution. Okay, but I need to test it out. So I'm not sure, 100% sure that whether it will work. So I need to test it out. It may be by experiment or it may be logic. Okay, I'll put forth the argument before you, and you will counter the argument. Okay, if I am able to counter you, we accept that. Okay? But if it is not, we need to again think on it. Right? That is the creative process. There are four phases: unconscious scanning, then intuition is there, then insight, and finally logical formula verification. Then we said about brainstorming, right? So brainstorming is one technique. Okay, it's one technique, one method of facilitating creativity. Okay, intuitive thinking. Promotes intuitive thinking. So this method was developed by Alex F. Osborne. He is deemed as the father of brainstorming. So what happens in this is you'll be put in a group, and the process of generating ideas or solutions are through intense and unrestricted group discussion. So you are put in a group and you are given permission to discuss. You are permitted to put forth whatever comes into your mind related to this problem. Okay? This can have with your full heart you can ask it, right? So multiplication of ideas is sought. So when someone gives up an idea, they can add to it. They can point out what is the problem with it that we'll have. Okay, but brainstorming is not like we are going to fight. Okay, there is a structure to the section. Okay, there is a structure to the session, and it should follow certain rules. Okay, the first rule is no ideas are ever criticized. You can add to it. Okay, you can improve the ideas, but you cannot never criticize an idea. Then the more the radical the idea, the better. Okay? You are encouraged to go outside the box. Okay? Think outside the box. Okay? Rather than going what is conventional, go anyway. Okay? Think radically. Then quantity of ideas, production is trust. You need more and more ideas. Numbers is also an important. So everyone should contribute. And finally, the improvement of ideas by others is encouraged. So once you give out an idea, others can improve upon it. Okay, point out what is the flaws in that idea, and they can correct to it. They can add to it. They can delete something from this, like that. Okay, so this is brainstorming. Yeah. Now we move on to the today's module. That is module 5. Okay. So in module 1, we learned an introduction to management. What is managerial function, managerial roles, that we learned. The second module, we learned how management came about as today. Okay? What are the theories? What are the rules? What are the ethics we need to follow? The third module, we learned about planning. Fourth, it was organizing. Now we'll be learning about staffing. Okay? Module 5 is about staffing, and module 6 will be leading and controlling. Okay? Each manager function we are taking one by one. Okay? So staffing, you know, it's a managerial function, right? So manager function, we had said, okay, staffing means placing right man for the right job. That was the staffing. Okay? So it is defined as filling and keeping filled the position in the organization structure. Okay. So suppose I need a computer science engineer. Okay. So in my organization, I need a computer science engineer. So staffing means I am gonna fill the post. Okay. I am gonna fill the post with the computer science engineer, and I'm gonna keep it filling. Okay. Keeping fill the position. Okay. It's not that once I take, he'll work for 2 weeks, then he'll resign. No, I need, if that's the permanent post. If my requirement is there, so I need to keep it filled. Okay. If if the employee has to leave the firm, I'll have to replace him. Right. So it is defined as filling and keeping filled the positions in the organization structure. Okay. So how is it done? So it's done by identifying the workforce requirements, inventorying the people available, recruiting, selecting, placing, promoting, appraising, planning the careers of, compensating and training, or developing both candidates and current job holders so that they can accomplish their task effectively and efficiently. Okay? So how is it done? First is I need to identify the requirement. Okay? I need to identify whether I need a computer science engineer or not. So that is done by identifying the workforce requirement. Okay? I need to identify. Next, inventorying the people available. So I have a need of a computer science engineer. Then what I have to do? The next step is I need to look into my own people who are all working there. Okay? So is there anyone with the background that can fill the post? Okay? So can I internally rearrange? So similarly, I'm looking at the current workforce. How many are there? So how many engineers are there? Okay? So who all are having the computer science background? Okay? How many managers are there? Is they have they got any uh, CS background? Like I'm inventory. Okay? I'm listing. Then I'm recruiting. Okay? Recruiting means uh, I need to I need a CS engineer, right? So I need to search for the applicants. Okay? I need to I need to uh, search for the suitable applicant, and I need to uh, make them. Okay, I need to make them apply for the job. Okay, I'm see there will be suitable applicants will be there, but they should apply to my firm also. Okay, that's recruitment. Okay? So I'll be giving out advertisements in papers, advertisement sites, or ask my employees whether you know someone who can do the job. So I'm recruiting. Okay, so I need a person. I'm searching for the person, and also the suitable person should apply. Okay, should come to me also. So that is recruiting. Then selecting. So on the basis of my searching, maybe 10 applicants have come. So I need to select the best among them. Okay, I'll select the best among them that suits my need, and I'll place them. Okay? I'll place them. I'll give them the position. Then also we need promoting has to be done. Good jobs are being done. I need to promote the staff. Okay, they have to be given more and more responsibilities. Okay, they have to be given higher posts, right? Then appraising. Appraising means assessing. Okay, I'm formally assessing how their work is. Okay, each individual, how good they do their job. If everything is on time, whether they come to the office on time, are they doing the job properly, right? I'm formally I am assessing them. Okay, then planning the careers of. So I'm seeing someone who is very good. Okay, so I need him to be promoted. So I am planning. I need him in the company for long term. So I'll plan career. Okay, now let him work there. After sometimes I'll change him to some other section. Then I'll let him work there. Then I'll gradually I'll promote him. So I'm planning career. Then compensating and training. So sometimes I will have to train. Sometimes the new equipment has come. Okay, the new equipment has come to the market. So we are gonna use those equipment. So it has to be trained. Okay, my current staff may not know how to use the equipment. So I'll send some of my staff to abroad, wherever the training center is. They'll train for it. They'll come back and they'll teach the remaining also, or they will take the in charge. Okay, compensating and training or developing. Okay, of both candidates and current job holders. Okay, so here I'm not only doing all this for the newcomer, but also for those who have been working with me also. So currently who are working and the candidate who came, okay, so that they can accomplish their task effectively and efficiently. So what is done is staffing. First thing is we will be identifying the workforce requirement. What is the requirement? I need a CS engineer, computer science engineer. Okay. Then inventorying the people available. Who all are available for me? Can somebody in my firm itself do the job? I'm inventory. Okay. Then I'm recruiting. Recruiting means I'm searching for the applicant, suitable applicant, and making them apply for the job. Okay. Then based on the recruitment, I'll select the person. I'll place them. Then whenever it is needed, I'll promote the people. I'll do formal assessing, that is appraising. Then plan the careers of, right? We have said earlier in the, like, for sometimes managers can be done like working in the production for 2 years. Then I'll shift him to marketing for 2 years. In the uh, sales for 2 years, like finance for 2 years, 1 year, like that. I'll change them to different uh, sections. Once they learn the layout of the land, they can be promoted to as a GM or something like that, right? Planning the career, compensating and training or develop both the new candidates, also those who are working with me. Okay? So training sometimes it may be for an equipment, okay? Maybe a new language, okay? Like that. So what is the aim so that these employees can do their work more effectively and efficiently, right? Now, what is the how this process of staffing? The first one is planning, estimation of the number of staff members required for the company. So I'm starting a new company, so I need to estimate how many staff members are needed. Okay, so I need to estimate. So if it is a restaurant, how many cooks are needed? How many uh, waiters are needed? Right? If there are hosts needed, cashier needed, like I need to estimate the number of people required. Then I need to recruit. Okay, again I need to recruitment means I need to advertisement. I need to search for the suitable applicants, and also they should apply for the job. Right? So recruitment, and based on the recruitment, I'll select. Then training and development. So I need to train the people. I need to develop them. Needed training and development has to be given. Then performance operation. So then they will perform their work. They will operate, and assessment of the work performed by the staff member. How good are they? What are they doing? are they good with the clients? Okay, when the having a waiter, and if he's rude to the customer, then it will be bad mark, right? Customer, it will be a bad for my business itself. Or is this cook good enough? Is he doing the work properly? I need to assess them. That's the work done by the uh, work staff members, right? So staffing, the manager function, it is defined as building and keeping field the positions in organized structure is done by first one, identifying the workforce requirement, then inventorying the people available, learn it step by step. Okay? Identifying the workforce requirement. I need it. Whom do I need? Then can the person in my company fill the post? That's inventory. Then recruiting and selecting. I need to recruit. I need to select. Then place them, promote them, appraise. Appraise means assessment. Okay? Assess them, plan the careers, compensate and training or develop. Okay? These are all things has to be done step by step for both the candidate, whoever has joined the company, and also the current job holders also, right? So that they can perform their task effectively and efficiently, right? Now, what are the process? Process of planning. Before process staffing, I need to plan what is the requirement of staff needed. I need to recruit and select. Okay, who am I need? I need to select them. Then train and develop. Then performance operation. Let them perform their work and that's their work. Right? Yeah. Now, the next topic is we need to differentiate between three terms. Basically two terms: authority and power. Okay, authority and power. What is the difference between? Okay, so power means it's the ability of an individual or group to influence the beliefs or actions of other persons or groups. Okay? So my power, okay, it means do I have the ability to maybe my ability or my group of a group, okay, the ability to influence the beliefs or actions of other persons. Okay? Can I influence? Can I uh, influence the beliefs or actions of person? If I have that, if I can, that means I have power. That is power. Okay? Authority means it's right in a position. Okay, so see the difference? Authority means it's the right in a position to exercise discretion in making decisions affecting others. So authority means because of my position, I am having a right. Okay, power means it is not because of my position. Okay? Authority means it's because of my position, I am having the right to exercise discretion in making decisions affecting others. Okay? It's the right in the position to exercise discretion in making decisions affecting others. Okay? Right? So power and authority is different. Authority means it is because of the position I am having the power. So authority means basically it is power itself, but it's the power due to my position. Okay? Due to the position I am having the uh, uh, power to make decisions which affect the others. Right? And what is responsibility? Responsibility means the obligation of a subordinate to whom a duty has been assigned. Right? So if you are assigned the duty, so you need to perform it, right? So that is your responsibility. Okay? It's an obligation. Okay? Your obligation to perform a duty. Okay? Now, according to Moons and Daniel or Donald, authority is the power to command others to act or not to act in a manner deemed by the possessor of the authority to further enterprise or departmental purpose. Okay? So what is authority according to him? Authority means it's the power. It's a power. Okay, it's the power to command others to act or not to act. You should do it or you shouldn't. To act or not to act in a manner deemed by the possessor of the authority. So whoever possesses the authority to further the enterprise or departmental purpose. Okay? So authority means it's basically it's power itself. It's power to command others. Okay? To act or not to act in a manner which is deemed by the possessor of the authority. In a manner which the possessor of the authority chooses. Okay? That's authority. Authority means it's the power. It's basically it's power itself with the position. Okay? So the possessor of the authority or position can make you do something or make you not to do something by his choice. Okay, that is known as authority, right? So just understand the terms. We may use this again and again. So don't get confused with authority and power. So power and authority means it's power due to position. Okay. Next is empowerment. Okay. So empowerment means that the employees, managers, or teams at all levels in the organization are given the power to make decisions without asking their supervisors for permission. Okay, right? So empowerment. Okay, I am giving you power. Okay, so at any level, so we have top, middle, and lower level. We have seen levels of management. You see, we have tall structure and we have wide structure. Okay, tall hierarchy and wide hierarchy. So at any level, the employees are given the power, okay, to make decisions without asking their supervisors for permission. Okay? There's no need for you to ask your supervisor for permission, but you can uh, make it your own decision. Okay? And what is the principle behind this? That is, those who are closest to the task are best able to make decisions, provided that they have required competencies. Okay? What is the underlying principle? Why, how does this work? That because see, I am doing the work, right? So if I am doing the work means that I have the knowledge. I know what is happening. So rather than somebody who don't know what is happening making decisions, I can make better decisions. Okay? So I am the one who's working with. Okay? And we are working with the computer. So you know when to charge your computer, right? When to charge lay down, you can charge because you are working with the computer. You know you are seeing the charge getting dropped. So that is the principle over here. So because I am the one who's closest to the work, and I know what is the best suitable decisions, and I can make it. But again, condition is I should be competent enough. So again, I should be able to read, right? I should know the charge is beyond this limit. When the charge drops, I need to charge the computer, charge the laptop. I should know that. So that means I should have the competency to understand, right? So empowerment means the employees, managers, or teams at any level, at any and all levels in the organization are given the power to make decisions without asking their superiors for permission. Okay? Beyond that, okay, I'm giving you permission. You don't have to take my permission to make a decision. So, what is the principle behind this? That is, those who are closest to the task are able to make decisions provided that they have the required competencies. Right? Those who are closest to the task can make the best decisions because they're closest to the task itself. Okay, that's and they have provided they have the required competencies, right? So empowerment superior has to share the power and authority with their subordinates. Okay, so here the superior has to share his power and authority with the subordinates. Right? So again, empowerment means employees, the managers or teams at any levels are given the power to make their own decisions. Okay, and then do not go and ask them, superior, can I do this? Madam, can I do this? Without that, they can do this. And what is the principle behind it? Principle is those who are closest to the task are able to make decisions, are able to make best decisions. Okay? But the condition is that they should be competent enough. They should know about what they are talking about, right? So empowerment means the superior, rather than everyone coming and asking him the permission, now he is giving his power to someone. Okay, his authority to the subordinates. Okay? So that is again. So what is the subordinates role? He can take his own decision provided he has proven his competencies. Okay? If he has proven his competency, a subordinate can take his own uh, decisions. Okay? And what is the superior's role? He has to give some of his powers to the subordinates. Right? The next topic is delegation of authority. So, delegation of authority means the sharing of power or authority with another for the performance of a certain task and duties is known as delegation of authority. So, delegation means we are again the manager or those who hold the authority. He is sharing his power. Okay, the term is sharing. Okay, not giving. Okay? He's sharing his power or authority with someone else. Okay, for doing a certain task. Okay? For doing a certain task, he is sharing his power or authority with another for doing certain task. This is known as delegation of authority. Okay? So authority is delegated when the superior gives a subordinate discretion to make his decisions. Okay? So when I delegate my authority means I am empowering my subordinate. Okay? So these two things are interrelated. Okay? So we said in empowerment, the superior has to give some of his share some of his authority, right? Share. Okay? Understand the term share. Keep that word in the mind. Okay? So the superior has to share his authority. Okay? In empowerment, right? So superior is again sharing his power, his authority. That means he is empowering the subordinates. So by delegating the authority, the manager does not escape from his responsibility, but is also responsible for the performance of the subordinate. So see, actually, the manager was supposed to do the task. Okay, so he what did he do? He empowered the subordinate. Okay, he thought so that this person is good enough. Okay, he can do the job. So he gave him the power to make his own decisions. Okay, you can do uh, following the rules and regulations of the company. You can do the you can make out decisions. Okay, now the manager cannot say he made the decision, so he is responsible for it. No, but a manager is responsible for his action also. Because manager is the one who has delegated the authority. Okay, manager is the one who gave him the power. Okay, so manager becomes responsible for his activity also. So, so what happens? The manager does not escape from his responsibility, but is also responsible for the performance of subordinates. Now he becomes responsible for someone else also. Okay, so delegation has to be done carefully, right? So until and unless you are very sure about it, you should not delegate. Okay, and now what is the process of delegation? Process of delegation involves determining the results expected from a position. Okay, now I need to understand what is the result I want. Then assigning task to the position. If I will assign the task to the position, then delegating authority for accomplishing those tasks. Okay, so I know this is the result I need. Okay, and this person can do this. See, so I am assigning the task and I am delegating the authority also. So you can make your decision. Then holding the person in that position responsible for the accomplishment of the task. Since I have given you the power, you are responsible, okay, for the accomplishment of the task. So I should being if I am the manager, I am the one who will delegate the authority. I should hold him responsible. Okay, I should make sure that he does the job. Okay, because I will be the one who is answerable. If he doesn't do the work, I am the one who has to answer. Right. So uh, first is determining the result expected from a position. So in the what is the see this assistant manager, okay, or a clerk. What is the post? What is their post clerk position? Okay, what is the result expected from him? I need to determine what he has to do. Then I need to assign the task. Okay, you need to do this. Okay? I have to see being a manager. I have to do 10 tasks. Okay, 10 tasks I have to do. Now I look into other people also and see a clerk is there. So what is the uh, what is it? What can he do? I'll determine that. Then out of my 10 tasks, one task I'll take and give it to the clerk post, that post, clerk, the clerk. I'll assign the task to the person. Okay? With the task also, when I'm assigning the task, I'll give some power. Okay? I'll share some of my power. I'll say, okay, you have to do this task and you can make the necessary decisions also. Okay? Then the next thing is I should see to that he does the job. He is completing his task or not. Because otherwise my manager, the top person above me, he'll be asking me, what happened to your 10 tasks? Don't say, I gave it to him, he didn't do it. Yeah, it's my task, so I am the one responsible. Clear? So that's how we delegate the process. Now, what are the advantages? It is basis of effective functioning. Because basis of effective functioning, right? Because we have so many persons are there, so many workers are there. Person cannot do all the jobs. So if I delegate uh, my authority, I can make sure everything functions accordingly. Okay, some of my works, if I give to someone else, I can make sure that all of the things are running smoothly. That is effective functioning. Then time saving. So, being a manager, I can give some of my trivial works, okay, to someone else. Okay, that can be some sort of routine works that doesn't require so much of expertise. I can give them to someone else, so I can concentrate on the needed things. Okay, the harder things I can concentrate on. Okay, the easier things I can give it to someone else. I can concentrate on harder things, right? Then the reduction of work. Okay, so I am giving my hardest. I am doing the hardest work. I'll give the easiest work to someone else, or so I can reduce my work also. Okay, out of 10, I'll take 5, which is the hardest, and 5, the easiest can be spread out. So instead of doing 10, I can do 5, and I can concentrate on the 5. Then opportunity for development. So the subordinate who is getting the power, getting the authority, can develop himself. Then benefits of specialized service. So because see, maybe I won't have the expertise in all the field. So if I know I have a person who is expert in that field, and if I give my that task, particular task to him, if he does, it will be better, right? See, if I being a civil engineer, I may have zero to limited knowledge of programming. So if I have a computer science engineer with me, like if I can ask his help for some programming related work, so I'm getting specialized. I'm getting uh, answers from him, right? So I'm getting a specialized service. Then enables effective manager supervision. Okay, so some of my works have been reduced, so I can easily supervise all the people. Okay. Then interest and initiative. So people can subordinates can take interest in the work because they are getting authority, and they can also take initiative, right? Then satisfaction to subordinate. So rather than going for the for everything, going to the superior, they can make their own decisions. So subordinates are also happy. They are happy that they are doing the work. Then expansion and diversification of business activity. So we are getting more and more specialized service. We are getting more and more help from people, so we can expand. We can diversify our business, right? So CS computer engineer can give his own input. Electronics engineer can give his input. We can have many new inputs will come, and we can diversify. We can start a new branches. Okay. So what are the advantages? One is basis of effective functioning. Delegation leads to effective functioning. Then it is a time-saving process. It will reduce the work of manager. Then opportunity for development to the subordinate. Benefit of specialized service. Okay. I can acquire specialized service from my subordinates. Then enables effective manager supervision. The subordinates will take interest and initiative because they have the power. They have been given the power. They are given a task, and they have given the power to do it, right? So they will have interest, and they will take initiative to do it in a better way, right? So sometimes what will happen, they will do it in a better way than the manager has done. Then satisfaction to subordinates because they are doing something, and all this thing will lead to expansion and diversification of business activity. In brief, if what is delegation? Delegation means sharing of the power or authority with another for the performance of certain tasks and duties. Okay, so I'm sharing, the manager sharing his power with the someone. Okay, so we'll stop here. And please let me know if you have any doubt.